What is up, guys? It is RSC6414 here, back with another video. This time I'm reviewing Monday Night Raw. Literally just finished like a minute ago. I'm gonna give my review on the matches and then give my Raw review of the show at the end, like I generally do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. Show was decent, not great, not terrible. Just sort of like an average Raw to me. Um, First thing we have is Stephanie McMahon coming out. There's a match tonight, Triple H versus Kurt Axel in the main event supposedly, and then she says Triple H will not be competing due to even though he was cleared medically, she doesn't want him competing because it scared her and her kids and the family, and she wants him to be there for a while for the family, blah blah blah. People start booing, so we want Triple H. Vince comes out and just agrees with her, says that Triple H is blah blah blah. Just he agrees with Stephanie. He can't compete anymore. He should retire. Blah blah blah. So they're for executive purposes. They're not going to allow him to wrestle. Then we come to find out that then he says that we're the fans as WWE are below Stephanie and him. Blah blah blah. Just insults us. What a little you know what. But Vince is just a little whatever. But I'm not going to say it. First match is Shield versus Randy Orton and Team Hell No. This match was the best match of the night. I really enjoyed it. Great. Daniel Bryan put on a great match in this. Randy Orton was alright. Kane wasn't too much of a factor. Daniel Bryan, this match was just back and forth. Daniel Bryan hit a Hurricane Run off the rope, a drop kick, a suicide dive. He was just took all three members of the Shield out at one point. Hit a drop kick off the top rope. Dean Ambrose for a near fall. After the suicide dive, he hit the drop kick for a near fall. Then I'm trying to think. Then Kane has Rollins and a choke slam, and Reigns pushes Rollins. Rollins kicks Kane in the head. Then Reigns spears Kane, and then Randy Orton RKO's Rollins, and then he's trying to RKO Reigns. Reigns pushes Randy Orton right into Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan gets hit, and then that allows Randy Orton gets out of the ring because he's collided with Bryan, and then Dean Ambrose performs his finisher for the 1-2-3 Shield win. No surprise. But the match was really good. My favorite match of the night in this episode of Raw. So yeah, that was good. The next match we have is, we come to find out Triple H comes in to the office, says he's wrestling whether they like it or not, blah blah blah. He's gonna wrestle. He doesn't care what they say. No one's gonna stop him. Later on in the show, he's getting in a car, throws his suitcases in the back, and says he's wrestling next week, but he's not gonna put up with his crap dealing with Mr. McMahon being Vince, and he'll wrestle next week, but not tonight. And we come to find out later on, Cena versus Axel is the main event. Vince McMahon announces. Sorry guys, that was my Facebook in the background, but Vince McMahon announces that to Paul Heyman, Kurt Axel, no DQ match, disqualification match, Cena versus Kurt Axel. The next match after the Shield versus Orton Hell No is Usos versus Primetime Players. Match was short. It was pretty good. Usos come out with some new paint for like fighting Samoans. Basically what happens is they just hit the Usos. Jimmy Uso hits a kick on Darren Young, and then then I think he hits a Samoan drop, and then Jey Uso gets tagged in and hits the Samoan splash or the Superfly splash. And when the Usos win 1-2-3, this match was good, short, but it was a decent tag match. Glad Usos are back on one of the bigger TV shows. WWE shows really like them as a tag team, so that was cool. A lot of these matches were short; they weren't very long, but yeah. Next match, Del Rio versus Big E. Another match. This has been a big feud for a while. I know a lot of people haven't really enjoyed it. It's repeated itself, but I personally have really liked it. So yeah, that's good. Big E ends up losing this match. At one point, Del Rio has him in a cross arm breaker, and then at one point, yeah, he has him a cross arm breaker. Langston counters, picks him up, and then throws him on the ropes, and he holds the ropes with a 1, 2, 3, 4. So then he has to let go. Submission. Later on in the match, Del Rio has him in like a cross breaker slash roll up almost, and then pins him that way. He's holding his arm, and he pins him for the 1, 2, 3. He beats Big E Langston. So yeah, this match was decent, not as good as some of their past matches, but overall I'll take it. So yeah, this match wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. So, but I do like this feud with Del Rio and Big E. Next match we have Sheamus Cody Rhodes. Not much about this match. They were just going at it. Sheamus dominated most of the match. He ends up hitting white noise and then delivers a bro kick to Cody Rhodes after Cody Rhodes tries to do a move. That's basically it. He comes to ringside where Damien Sandow is. Sandow tells Sheamus to leave. Sheamus pops Sandow in the face and he falls down. So yeah, I mean that was cool, I guess. The next match we have is Khali versus Fandango. Khali wins via countout. He knocks Fandango, just beating him up, and then Fandango runs out of the ring with Summer Rae. They get counted out. The Miz is on the entrance ramp, and then here comes Wade Barrett from behind, hits him with the bullhammer, stares down Fandango and Summer Rae as they run away. Um, so yeah, that leads us into the next match, Wade Barrett versus Miz. Fandango's music goes off in the middle of the match. This match was only like 3 or 4 minutes in. Wade Barrett gets distracted, and then Miz puts him in a figure 4 lock, and Wade Barrett has to tap. Wade Barrett gets up mad, looking at Fandango and Summer Rae at the entrance ramp that he cost him the match. So he tricked him. Match was whatever. It's kind of pointless if you ask me. The next thing we have is Jericho signing with Paul Heyman for the match at Payback. He names all these other places for him to fight, so it's a fair match, not a hometown team person has the advantage over another. Heyman says no, so they sign it. It's official. I don't think CM Punk's going to show up for Payback, but that's just me. You guys can comment below what you think. The next match is Caitlyn and the Funkadactyls versus the Bellas and AJ Lee. Match was short, not great. Divas division, as a lot of you know, doesn't get much time anymore, but I like the Divas division alright. It's not as good as Knockouts, but maybe if they give more time in their matches instead of like the 4-minute match this was, it'd be better. But Kayla ends up winning with a spear when one of the Bellas tries to tag AJ. She jumps off the ring apron, walks out on the Bellas, and then that one of the Bellas who tried to tag her turns around. Caitlyn spears her for the 1, 2, 3. Caitlyn wins, and the Funkadactyls win. Whatever. Caitlyn stares down AJ Lee as she's walking up the ramp, so that was that. Daniel Bryan gets in a fight with Kane backstage because they're having a match. Daniel Bryan's having a match with Ryback tonight. Earlier in the night, he got in an argument with Orton and Kane. Said he's not the weakest link. He's going to show them he's not the weakest link, and he's going to have another match tonight. Daniel Bryan is kicking things backstage. Ryback says blah blah blah, and Ryback's like, I'm going to beat you up. Daniel Bryan says that I'm not scared of you. That sets up a match. Daniel Bryan's backstage talking with Kane. Says he doesn't want Kane, and Kane says he's lost his mind and he's going to come back and be his tag partner. When Daniel Bryan gains some more sense. This match was pretty good. Daniel Bryan Ryback. The ending wasn't great, but what happens is they're back and forth. Ryback's hit a couple power bombs for near fall. Daniel Bryan hits a move off top rope for a near fall, and he has him in the no lock. That gets Ryback touches the rope, and in the middle of the match, Ryback's just taking out Daniel Bryan, and then he doesn't pin him. He puts a table and power bombs Daniel Bryan through a table like he did to Kofi on SmackDown. Then he takes another one, and Cena comes in and holds up the title belt like, don't do it again. And that sets up Kurt Axel versus Cena. Go right into it. No disqualification. This is the best match I've seen Kurt Axel in since he's been in the main event. I know he's Michael McGillicuddy before, WWE. But yeah, this match was decent. The ending again, it's whatever. Axel ends up hitting with a chair a couple times. Cena runs at Axel. Axel moves, and then Cena's head goes head first into the chair and the ring post. Cena goes down. He's almost counted out. Gets back in the ring at 9. Then Kurt Axel hits the swinging neck breaker. Used to be called the McGillicudder, but swinging neck breaker is the proper wrestling term for a near fall on the chair. And then Cena has uh, uh, Kurt Axel and STF. Uh, Paul Heyman gets like a tray and hands it to Kurt Axel. Kurt Axel whacks Cena in the head with it, breaks up the STF, and then Cena has him in the attitude adjustment ringside. There's a table right there up against the barricade. Then Paul Heyman distracts him. He lets go and breaks up the attitude adjustment, and then he grabs Paul Heyman by the neck. Like he's gonna throw him to the table. Ryback comes behind Cena, hits him from behind, then picks him up, runs him right through the table, and smashes it through up against the barricade, right through the table. That ends the match. Kurt Axel wins via countout again, just like last Monday. The match was alright, not a clean finish, but wasn't expecting one. So yeah, Kurt Axel wins. That's the end of the show. Ryback looks strong. Kurt Axel looks strong. Cena doesn't look too weak because he got interfered with. So everybody wins. Overall, I gotta say this show was average. Wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. I'd say it was a 6 out of 10 average show. So yeah, the overall grade I give Raw is a 6 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope you guys enjoyed Raw tonight. Hope you enjoyed my review. Check out my other videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys.